Sport proudly presents this morning's World of Sport replay with your host, Keith Hillier.
Yes, welcome to World of Sport replay on this rather miserable Sunday, first Sunday in August, 1st of August, Father's Day in fact. We hope that you're going to enjoy a big day of sport at home watching Channel 7 anyway, if outside is not so nice. Peter Donegan, your regular host, has fallen victim to the flu like most of us have in recent weeks. Best wishes, Pete. Hope you're back very soon. Well, perhaps if your numbers came up in Tats Lotto last night, you'll certainly get a pick-me-up. The numbers you needed were 6, 20, 21, 34, 42, 44. The supplementaries, 22 and 28 in that Division 1 pool, 1.6 million. That was in draw 426. Super 66, the numbers there, 468-262. 468-262. We'll be back to World of Sport replay in just a moment with all details, all action from Moonee Valley yesterday, and of course the harness racing and the greyhound racings in just a moment. This, of course, was the resignation by Robert Walls as coach of Fitzroy. He'll be a special guest. We'll be talking to Robert Walls in World of Sport after this program. Athletics, golf, tennis, cricket, football, and of course the wood chop, all highlights of World of Sport. At Moonee Valley yesterday, racing got underway with the Mount Cotteral hurdle. Best backed runner was Brinkworth.
Racing at the first attempt. Caught them pretty well too. Blue Otway began well, and so did our Baron as they charged to the first with Malabard out wider, and Bag Lager Boy racing up towards the lead as they go to the second now. Then Rock Fun and Brinkworth is just behind them as they went over that. Then Tide Master, Hot Blooded, Prince Lindell getting well back, Base Fiddle and Cut Prices last round the turn at the 1200. Our Baron in front led about 2.5 lengths. Blue Otway inside of Malabard, a length and a half. Bag Lager Boy, Rock Fun the fence, and they're only cantering a length to Brinkworth. Most of these horses are pulling. Then Hot Blooded going up 3 or 4 deep, and Cut Price moving up quickly from the rear into the middle of the field. 2 to Tide Master as they go towards the next obstacle, and then Prince Lindell. Cut Price jumped it badly, and Base Fiddle at the rear. Our Baron cantered as they went round the 800 turn, 2.5 lengths. Malabard pulling a neck to Blue Otway, a length and a half. Brinkworth up fourth. He got in between Bag Lager Boy and Rock Fun. That was clever riding. Then a length and a half to Cut Price as they go to the next 2. Further back is Tide Master as they went over it. Brinkworth hit that one a little bit, and then came Hot Blooded, Prince Lindell, and last Base Fiddle. Our Baron led it to the jump at the 400 now. About a length to Malabard and a half. Bag Lager Boy. He's trapped 3 deep. Brinkworth again jumped up on the inside of horses. Then Blue Otway, 2 to Rock Fun, Cut Price. 2 further back, Tide Master, Hot Blooded. 3 to Prince Lindell, and last of all, Base Fiddle. Around the turn they come. 2,000 metres to jump, 7 hurdles to get over, and the leader is our Baron. 2 lengths to Brinkworth, who's got up second on the rails now from Malabard the outside. A length and a half to Blue Otway, and then 2 lengths to Bag Lager Boy. Oh, Brinkworth took off before acceptances, but cleverly got over it. Then Rock Fun followed by Cut Price, and they've got away 4 lengths to Tide Master. Then Hot Blooded the Grey from Prince Lindell, and Base Fiddle the rails. Out of the straight, heading back to where they started, 6 to jump, and our Baron led about a length and a half to Brinkworth. The pace a little bit better, 2 lengths to Malabard, and they're followed by Blue Otway, then Cut Price, a length to Bag Lager Boy, and then came next Rock Fun. The others are struggling. Here's the double down the side again. Our Baron led a little over a length to Brinkworth, who got blinded at it, a length and a half Malabard, and Blue Otway the fence. Bag Lager Boy taken to the outside, and Cut Price 2 to Rock Fun, and they're out 4 to Prince Lindell. Going to the turn at the 1200, our Baron doing a good job in front, about 2 lengths Brinkworth, travelling okay. 1 to Blue Otway, Malabard under the whip, 2.5 Cut Price. I'm not too happy about Bag Lager Boy, the favourite. Then Rock Fun, and 2 further back is Tide Master. Coming to the jump at the 1,000, our Baron a length in front of Brinkworth now as they draw to it. Here it is. Our Baron jumped it well, a length and a half Brinkworth, 2 away then Blue Otway. 3 to Rock Fun starting to run on. Malabard's gone. Bag Lager Boy pushing up on the inside from Cut Price, and they're followed further back by Base Fiddle. They've got 800 to go. The leader, our Baron. Brinkworth now has moved up to his girth with 3 to jump. 3 lengths to Malabard and 4 to Rock Fun. Over the third last, and Brinkworth given a crack with a whip, joined our Baron, and they've raced well clear. 4 lengths in front of Blue Otway running on. Here's the second last. Brinkworth the leader over it, a half half length to Our Baron, 4 to Blue Otway, and they were followed further back by Rock Fun, Bag Lager Boy under the whip. Our Baron on the flat went up and joined Brinkworth and took the lead again on the corner. 300 out, he's a neck in front of Brinkworth under great punishment, and 3 to Blue Otway. He's running on very determinedly. The others are gone. Brinkworth ran to Our Baron again as they straightened, took the lead, and Brinkworth shot away. Our Baron's run his race. Here's the last. Blue Otway's running on. Brinkworth over the last 2 lengths. Our Baron nearly fell. Blue Otway coming at Brinkworth, but Brinkworth will go on and win. Brinkworth a length to Blue Otway. 8 lengths away, Our Baron third. How he stood up at the last, I don't know. Then Rock Fun, and they were followed by Cut Price, Bag Lager Boy, long gap further back to Prince Lindell. Then came Bass Fiddle, played a sour tune today, and it was followed by Tide Master and a long gap Malabard and Hot Blooded.
It's an amazing riding feat there by Nick Harnett to stay on Our Baron. The winner, Brinkworth, started equal favourite at 5 to 2 with Bag Lager Boy, who was unplaced. Blue Otway at 10s and Our Baron 11 to 2. The Quinella 3 and 6, 10.50. The trifecta $141.40 for 3, 6 and 7. In race 2, the favourite was Prince Gaylord, and he looked the winner at the home turn.
They're racing. And Bright Scholar began well with Cadivian. They bounced a length clear when they settled down from in third placing Prince Gaylord, and going up on the fence Mutual, the 4 top fancies. Fearless Magic out after them. They were followed by Spoiled Loser, and then In Repute behind them O'Cool on the outside. Then came Benka Star, who's back in the centre of the field at this stage with Chargé de Fer, and one of the last at this stage is dropping back now towards the rear of the field, O'Cool, and with it is Abadooby. Up by the 600 metre mark, Cadivian led a half length. Prince Gaylord at it on the outside. Bright Scholar a length away with Mutual being niggled at along the fence. 1 to In Refute running on fairly from Chargé de Fer to the outside, and they're followed further back in the field by Spoiled Loser and Fearless Magic from Abadooby. Prince Gaylord tackling Cadivian at the 400 with Bright Scholar sitting a length behind them. They've kicked right away. Mutual struggling at the head of the others, and then In Refute on the corner, and on the outside Prince Gaylord, the little fellow's taken the lead. He's drawn about a length in front of Bright Scholar. The danger followed then by Cadivian weakening, but Prince Gaylord a length and a half in front in the straight. Bright Scholar trying hard the outside, but Prince Gaylord won't give in. He's a half in front. Now Bright Scholar coming at him near the line, might be going home the better, and Bright Scholar got up to win a nostril. Prince Gaylord about 6 lengths away, maybe Chargé de Fer third from Mutual. They were followed then by Metric, Turmoil and In Refute. Back behind them, Cadivian, who knocked up badly from Abadooby and O'Cool. They were followed then by Spoiled Lucia. Back behind it was La Bold. One of the last home, Benka Star, and last of all, Fearless Magic.
His Bright Scholar at 11 to 4, getting up in the last couple of bounds to beat the favourite Prince Gaylord with Charge d'Affaires third. Quinella 2 and 6, 2.35. The trifecta 35.65 for 6, 2 in 8. And 8 to race 3, the Frank Dempsey handicap. The winner here, Melly Bronze.
Cap, the lights on, and away they go at the first attempt. Caught them in a good even line. Caliph might be the leader in the orange colours out in the centre with Firewatch going fast. Bergman's Boy was away nicely too, and Captain Apollo dropping back towards the rear, and with it is Dash Away as they settle down. When they came up towards the corner the first time, Firewatch went through to lead a length and a half to Bergman's Boy, a length into Game Patrol up well early. Then came round the outside Remuster, and it was followed by 2 Grand tucked in on the rails. Cynical in the centre, and Outland, fancy him being up about 4th. They're followed by Trap Deep is Caliph, and a length and a half further back in the field then Gellywood. On the rails is a Marler, and then Melly Bronze caught 3 deep from Dash Away Torquina, and last of all Captain Apollo. As they headed towards the judge, no pace on, and Bergman's Boy took over and pulling furiously. A length and a half to Remuster. 2 lengths to Outland up running third on the outside of Firewatch. A length to Game Patrol. Caliph caught deep. 2 Grand is on the inside, and they were followed about a length further back to Cynical. On the outside, Melly Bronze is forced to cover a lot of ground from a Marler scraping paint. A length further back, Captain Apollo. It's moving around the outside of Dash Away and also Torquina and Gellywood. Heading to the 1400, Bergman's Boy only a half length to Remuster with its mouth wide open and is driving up towards the leader. Despite the jockey trying to restrain it, a length to Firewatch. Then half length 2 Grand and Outland the outside, and 4 wide Caliph's going to go up near the lead. A Marler tucked in on the rails and Melly Bronze on its outside. Game Patrol, he's lost valuable ground round that 1200 corner. Then Cynical behind it from Dash Away. And on the outside is Torquina, Captain Apollo. Last of all at this stage, Gellywood. At the 1,000, they're tightly bunched now with Remaster going up on the outside to join Bergman's Boy. A length to Caliph, who's got up third. Melly Bronze now let go. He's been deep all the way. He's gone up 4 wide to join the leaders. 2 Grands had a good run from Firewatch, and now Game Patrol's off around the outside. Outland lost his place a little bit, and they're followed further back in the field then by Torquina and Gellywood. As they came up by the 600, Remaster the leader, but immediately tackled by Melly Bronze. A length and a half, Game Patrol under the whip, and old Melly's going well. Then 2 Grand, Bergman's Boy's gone, and Captain Apollo round the outside. But with 4:50 to go, Melly Bronze got about a length in front of Remaster. A length and a half, Game Patrol, 2 to 2 Grand, and then came Outland, Captain Apollo and Torquina. But Melly Bronze looked to have it in his pocket on the corner, 300 to go. He raced away 2.5 lengths, Remaster, Game Patrol, and then Outland struggling on. But Melly Bronze is 2.5 in front into the straight. He's pulled the whip. Remaster second, then Outland running on, but Melly Bronze holding the lead. Remaster's trying hard, coming out after Melly Bronze again, quickly near the line, but Melly Bronze just in front and won. A half neck to Remaster. 5 lengths away third, Outland, followed by Game Patrol. Then Gellywood at the head of the others, 2 Grand, Torquina, Captain Apollo, Caliph, Cynical. A Marla never gave a yelp from Bergman's Boy, and then Firewatch and Dash Away was last.
Melly Bronze didn't see much of the running rail, but he held on to win well. At 7 to 2 favourite from Remaster at 6s. Outland a 7 to 1 chance. 3, 6 and 4 the trifecta, $120.85, and 3 and 6 the Quinella paid $10.40. Race 4, we saw one of the very tight finishes of the day.
Melbourne Cup winner, Black Knight engaged as away they went, and Cale began well from Nakundra, and getting away quickly too was With Scope. They were followed by Marsh and Son, Tripsican affected, moving quickly around them from J Pex. They're followed by Playful Monarch, well back in the field at this stage. Take a Trick is also well back with Return to Power. On the outside of them is Cordelia and Black Knight last. They go around the 1,200 metre corner, no pace, and Nakundra pulling hard, went to the lead from J Pex and Playful Monarch the outside. Tripsicum is pushing up in the centre of a pack of horses there, and just behind them is J-Pex. Affected is up in that bunch. They're followed a length further back in the field then at the head of the others by With Scope. Then came Marsh and Son dropping out of it on the rails. Black Knight made a bit of ground on the outside from Take a Trick, Return to Power, Cordelia. They're still only cantering at the 800, where Nakundra in front and pulling. Affected joined it now from JPEX third. They're followed by Cale having the run of the race over on the inside from Tripsicum as they put on pace, and they kicked away from Playful Monarch. They're followed further back in the field then by With Scope and Take a Trick, and Black Knight now losing his position from Return to Power. Affected got away with 600 to go. A length to JPEX. Third is Tripsicum. Fourth, Nakundra's beaten, and now Cale can't make any ground from Playful Monarch. And it looks as though the two leaders have skipped away. The leader on the turn, 300 out, Affected. JPEX under the whip, going out to challenge him. Well clear of Tripsicum, Nakundra. Return to Power running on fast, but late into the straight. Affected, the leader under the whip. JPEX tackling him strongly on the outside from Tripsicum. JPEX got to Affected, the boy throwing the reins at it. JPEX took the lead. Tripsicum coming hard down the outside. JPEX in front. Tripsicum is wearing it down on the post and might have got up. A dead heat, or Tripsicum's just won it from JPEX. Affected or one getting up on the rails. With Scope for third, very close. Cale behind them from Nakundra, Return to Power, and they were followed then by Take a Trick, Black Knight, Cordelia well back in the field, and Playful Monarch one of the last with Marsh and Son.
Tripsicum did just win it at 8 to 1 ahead of JPEX 11 to 1. Affected, the 11 to 4 favourite. 8, 9 and 4 the trifecta paid $251.35, and the Quinella 8 and 9 paid $33.15. Race 5, the Sterling Manikato Stakes, a sprint worth $100,000, and appropriately Bob Hoisted, the former trainer of Manikato, won in another desperate finish.
They're set again, racing this time. Fox Seal was last when they settled down. The others began in a line. Good battle early. Belstani showing pace with Touch of Genius, and Desolante up with them. So too is Ras Dancer and Base Fee about fifth from 12. Centaurea showing speed. Then Richfield's Lad, 2 lengths. Phoenix Rising, hard ridden. Further back, Star Style Girl, Wise Call. Fox Seal moving up on the inside of Spirit of Kingston, and last our Sophia at the 800 Base Fee. 1.5 Touch of Genius, and a length further back then came Ras Dancer, a length to Base Fee. Desilante the rails, Centaurea still making ground 3 deep, a length and a half. Richfield's Lad, Phoenix Rising going around them from 12. 2 to Wise Call, Star Style Girl, Fox Seal, Spirit of Kingston and Our Sophia. Touch of Genius at the 400, went up the join Belstani, a little over a length. The Centaurea still going around them. Desilante trying to get out from the inside, and then Phoenix Rising around the outside of those horses as they made the turn. Touch of Genius broke clear, shot 2 lengths in front, travelling like a winner. Second is Belstani, still from Desilante, Phoenix Rising and Centaurea the outside. Halfway down the straight, Touch of Genius clear, Phoenix Rising running home strongly. Touch of Genius in front near the line, Phoenix Rising flashing to it on the outside. They're going to hit it together. Nearly a dead heat this. Touch of Genius the rails and Phoenix Rising the outside. Desilante third from Centaurea, a bottler of a run from Twirled ran on well. Belstani, Our Sophia motoring home. They're followed then by Ras Dancer, Richfield's Lad, Fox Seal, Base Fee, Spirit of Kingston, Wise Call and Star Style Girl.
A developed photo finish print, Touch of Genius, got the nod. It started 4 to 1 equal favourite with the second place getter Phoenix Rising. Desilante at 15 to 1. The Quinella 8 and 12 paid $12.75. The trifecta 12, 8, 13, $304.75. In race 6, Campaign King, who had been beaten only once in 7 starts, went out second favourite again. He still showed that he's a very promising horse.
The lights on, away they go at the first attempt. Humanitarian was slow to get going over near the centre, and Ice Scotch began very well. Sinbad showing good speed in the early stages, about 8 of them across the track when they settled down. Winter drove through on the inside to be amongst them with Campaign King and Formal Address going fast from Good Landy. They were followed then a little further back in the field, Ciro's Boy. Winter seemed to get a little bit of a check there and lost some ground at the 800. Good Landy went to the lead. 3 parts to Campaign King holding the inside, a length Formal Address, and they were followed by Scorching Wind. Winter is 5th on the outside, a length and a half. Ice Scotch followed by Sinbad and then Ciro's Boy, Island Spy. Further back is King Salute at the head of the others as they come up towards the turn from Humanitarian, and Tavros and Zany show back towards the rear with Link the Leopard. 400 out, Campaign King went up on the inside to head off Good Landy. Formal Address coming 3 deep. One went through the running rail, Zany show. Winter on the outside is struggling under the whip, and they're followed by Scorching Wind. But Campaign King slipped them, and it's got it 1 on the corner. Shot about 3 or 4 lengths in front from Good Landy, and they're followed by Formal Address, and then came behind those horses Scorching Wind. Winter is struggling, but Campaign King's going to win by half a dozen lengths. Formal Address has run second. Coming home well, Island Spy, the outside's got third from Scorching Wind, Good Landy. Winter, he's just a horse, and they're followed then by Sinbad, Humanitarian, followed by Tavros, Ice Scotch, Link the Leopard, and well back in the field towards the rear is Ciro's Boy, and back with it King Salute. And let's have a look at Zany's show.
Well, Campaign King continuing that great form, starting at 9 to 4. Formal Address was a 7 to 1 chance, and Island Gypsy was backed into 14 to 1. 1 and 3. The Quinella paid $11.30, 139. The trifecta $227.90. The unplaced favourite, and very disappointing too, was Winter at 10 to 9. Darren Gauci hadn't cracked it for a winner in the first 6 races. He looked to be home on Lady Marielle in the 7th.
Inside, attendant with it, away they go. Iridescence, Better Venture, Dunwoody and Lady Marielle all came out well from Coral Coast, running light. They were followed by Turmoil out wider, and Sazendi showing a lot of speed today from Lady Damiani, and Raps also racing round the outside of them. When they settled down at the first corner, Velveret in front and tackling at Sazendi the outside. They were followed by Raps up third from Dunwoody, getting up on the inside of Turmoil and Lady Damiani. About 2 lengths Lady Marielle on the inside of No Confusion. Another 2.5 lengths further back Costa Bay. With it there is Coral Coast and Better Venture the rails, followed by Pompana. Further back Iridescence, Twilight Show, and last of all is Running Light. As they come along by the 900 metre mark now, Velveret 3 parts, Sazendi, Raps out 3 deep, Dunwoody with the run of the race inside, Lady Damiani and Turmoil. A length and a half, No Confusion, Coral Coast, wanting a run on the rails, Better Venture. There's Lady Marielle switching to the outside from Costa Bay, and Twilight Show pulled to the outside next. Up by the 600 and Suzendi's taken the lead. Velveret's gone now. Lady Marielle out after this leader quickly. Twilight Show still continuing that good run, and then came Turmoil battling on from Coral Coast. The rest looked to be in trouble. On the turn 450 out, Suzendi grabbed by Lady Marielle. They're 3 lengths to Coral Coast, now starting to come home pretty well at the head of the others, followed by Turmoil, Twilight Show, Better Venture. Lady Marielle on the outside doing better, took the lead from Suzendi on the corner, clear of Coral Coast. Lady Marielle and Neck in front, struggling a little bit, holding neck lead from Suzendi, and Coral Coast battling on. Lady Marielle just in front. Suzendi's grabbing it on the line, finishing better. Suzendi's grabbed it and won. Gee, it's improved as Suzendi's won it about a long head to Lady Marielle. Coral Coast third. About 6 lengths away next Turmoil from Iridescence, Better Venture. Then Twilight Show, Pompana, Velveret. Well back is Running Light, Lady Damiani, Costa Bay, and then Raps and Dunwoody, and last of all, No Confusion.
Well, much to the disappointment of favourite backers, Lady Marielle was caught close to the post by Suzendi at 16 to 1. Coral Coast was a 4 to 1 chance. 6, 2 and 1. The trifecta paid $374.70. 2 and 6 the Quinella $25.50. Quite a talented field of fillies lined up in the last, but it was left to an unraced filly to absolutely blitz the field.
Settle, they're racing. Tristabel jumped in the air, lost 2 lengths, 3 lengths, 4 lengths perhaps at the start. And first out was Varuska, bounced out in front of Follow Me Through. Tristabel's a clear 2 lengths last, settling down. Little Lowy away well, racing up to be third, and they're followed by Dadaism over on the outside. They were followed back along the inside by Forget the Rest, who's handily placed. Sudden going around them quickly now, moving up behind it. Then came Apple Valley. Haunting's back about 4th last. Tristabel starting to make a bit of grounds, run past 4 or 5 of them. As they came up by the 600 now, and Varuska, Follow Me Through, and Dadaism are in line. They're about 2 lengths clear of Little Lowy, travelling okay from Sudden. They're followed then by Peaceful Bay, and then behind them Tristabel has made up a lot of ground. Haunting will run nearly last. Dadaism's gone to the lead as they turn for home. The one that's given them all the trouble has shot away, raced about 4 or 5 lengths in front of Little Lowy. Tristabel now coming home when it's all over, but Dadaism is going to win by a street. Dadaism by about 6 lengths. Tristabel second, Peaceful Bay third, Little Lowy fourth, then Apple Valley, followed by Varuska, Sudden. Next in the field is Beaufort Mist, and it was followed by Haunting. Let's have a look at them. Coming well back behind them is Bit of Grace and Regal Damsel, Follow Me Through, and Forget the Rest has run last.
Well, it's a funny name, Dadaism, but it's going to bob up a lot more in the winners' tour, I'm sure of that. At 10 to 1, Tristabel was the 2 to 1 favourite. Didn't have much luck, but the winning margin was 6 lengths. Peaceful Bay was a 16 to 1 chance. 1 and 10 the Quinella, $11 even. 10, 1, 8 the trifecta paid $435 even. The extra double at Moonee Valley, 6 and 8, $20.45. 12 and 6 for the daily double paid $137.05. The quadrella, 8, 7, 1 and 6, $1,262.80. Suzendi was the outsider of the final leg. In Sydney, the extra double, 2 and 3, paid $54.20. The daily double in Sydney, 11 and 12, $7.90. In Adelaide, 3 and 9 for the extra, paid $33.50. The daily double there, 1 and 10, $62.25. At Mornington, 3 and 5, $28.15 for the extra, and 6 and 6, a pair of sixes, $92.50. The quadrella at Mornington, 6, 3, 6 and 5, $5,106.15. Incidentally, Norman Weymouth rode 4 winners at the Mornington meeting yesterday. We'll take a break and then back with more in World of Sport Replay.